Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
Well, it is already warming up to be quite toasty this midday with temperatures in the 70s and 80s inland. We're already at 63 degrees there along the coast where we have a bit of an offshore component to the winds. So that is why we are much warmer compared to some of the temperatures we were seeing just last week. Air quality is still pretty bad in southwestern Siskiyou County. That's because southwestern Siskiyou County is immediately downwind of the Six Rivers Lightning Complex, almost up to 20,000 acres now. There is a little bit of containment, but only 17% containment. So that's why air quality is so bad there. But Curry, Josephine, Jackson, Klamath, and Lake counties, every single square inch is under green, which means the air quality is good. Let's talk more about the Rogue Valley. Here's today's playground forecast, and temperatures today are going to be just about average for this time of the year. Plenty of sunshine up in the sky, very good air quality. There will be a little bit of patchy haze and smoke, but mainly in that horn of Siskiyou County. Temperatures today, like I've already mentioned, average for this time of the year, 90s everywhere inland except for some of the higher terrain, sunny at 76, so very pleasant up towards Crater Lake. Easterly winds there along the coast. That is going to keep us warmer than last week, so temperatures in the 60s and 70s as opposed to the 50s and 60s. And we will have winds picking up today coming out of the west, west and northwest, the inner west side valleys and along the coast. Those winds will gust anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. And then overnight, it is going to be a very pleasant night. Temperatures are going to feel very comfortable. 50s for the east side, near 60 degrees for our west side valleys, and the 50s also there along the coast where we could have some marine layer fog, or excuse me, we could have some marine layer clouds. Just some patchy marine layer clouds, but definitely not the widespread fog that we've seen over the past couple of weeks. The marine layer has been especially strong over the past couple of weeks, so that is why we're warmer for today. That's why we're going to be warmer tomorrow there along the coast again because of that reduction in the marine layer. And you can actually see that as we head into Tuesday. That's not going to be the main thing I'm showing here, but you can see a lot of those clouds reduced there along the coast. But the main storyline I want to show is some of the moisture getting streamed up here from the south. And that is part of the monsoonal moisture. So we could see a few thunderstorms on Tuesday, but the main event for thunderstorms is going to be on Wednesday. And so that's why the National Weather Service in Medford has issued a fire weather watch in place for Klamath and Lake counties. This runs from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Wednesday, as the main threat is going to be for an abundance of lightning over critically dry fuels. That is not the only thing going on, though. Here is the heat advisory that is fresh off the presses. The National Weather Service in Medford issuing this for pretty much the entirety of the west side and for most, in fact, all of Klamath County, and then western Lake County, as high temperatures could be anywhere between 90 degrees to 110 degrees, with some of those hotter temperatures being in some of our west side valleys. So with that in mind, the Cascades also under the gun for this heat advisory. Temperatures in the 90s in the afternoon, but pretty comfortable in the morning with temperatures being in the 40s and 50s. But we will track that potential for thunderstorms on Wednesday and Thursday. Looks like the most widespread day for rainfall is going to be on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we will dry out into Friday and Saturday. At least that's the way it looks right now. So here is your 7-day forecast. Along the coast, we will see the marine layer starting to come back into the picture on Thursday and Friday, so we'll have more clouds and cooler temperatures. The main storyline is, of course, going to be the heat this week, and also some of the thunderstorms and some of the fire danger. But in regards to the heat, Siskiyou County is going to be very hot. Most of the days this week will likely break 100 degrees. And then for the basin, we'll get pretty close to 100 degrees on Tuesday, but most of the high impact from the weather this week will be from the lightning that we could see over on the east side. That's why we have a fire weather watch in place for most of Klamath and western Lake County. We'll also see some of that lightning up in the Cascades, and then for the Rogue Valley, some thunderstorms sneaking their way into the valley for Wednesday and Thursday, hopefully drying out by Friday and Saturday.
Okay, so just enjoy today before we get into all this craziness later this week.
We are in the doggiest days of summer.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you, Josh.
Of course.